Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we are going to do the MCQs of Pakistan Studies class 10, chapter number 7, Economic Development of Pakistan. As this chapter is quite long, so we will do the MCQs of this chapter in two parts. So let's start. GDP stands for option A, Great Development Production, option B, Gross Domestic Product, option C, Grand Democratic Program, option D, Government Development Planning. Correct answer is option B, Gross Domestic Product. In case GDP does not grow according to target, the inflation, option A, becomes low, option B, becomes zero, option C, rises, option D, does not change. The correct answer is option C, rises. Planning and Development Board was established in option A 1952, option B 1953, option C 1954, option D 1955. Correct answer is option A 1952. The Planning Commission was formed in option A 1952, option B 1953, option C 1954, option D 1955. Correct answer is option B 1953. The economic growth that has taken place since the inception of Pakistan can be divided into option A 4 decades, option B 5 decades, option C 6 decades, option D 7 decades. The correct answer is option D 7 decades. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah took oath as the first Governor General of Pakistan on option A August 13, 1947, option B August 14, 1947, option C August 15, 1947, option D August 16, 1947. And the correct answer is option C August 15, 1947. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah died on option A 22nd September 1948, option B 22nd April 1948, option C 11th September 1948, option D 9th November 1948. Correct answer is option C 11th September 1948. Who controlled the reins of power in the country after the death of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah? Option A, Liaquat Ali Khan. Option B, Allama Iqbal. Option C, Sikandar Mirza. Option D, General Ayub Khan. Correct answer is option A, Liaquat Ali Khan. Liaquat Ali Khan departed on option A, October 26, 1950. Option B, October 16, 1951. Option C, October 10, 1949. Option D, October 16, 1952. Correct answer is option B, October 16, 1951. A specific period to measure GDP usually means option A, 5 years, option B, 1 year, option C, 2 years, option D, 3 years. Correct answer is option B, 1 year. First decade of economic growth of Pakistan is from option A, 1947 to 1958, option B, 1948 to 1958, option C, 1958 to 1968, option D, 1957 to 1967. Correct answer is option A, 1947 to 1958. The first 5-year plan was launched in option A, 1950, option B, 1953, option C, 1955, option D, 1957. Correct answer is option C, 1955. Second decade for economic growth of Pakistan is from option A, 1947 to 1958, option B, 1948 to 1958, option C, 1957 to 1967, option D, 1958 to 1968. Correct answer is option D, 1958 to 1968. Second 5-year plan was launched in option A, 1960, option B, 1953, option C, 1955, option D, 1957. Correct answer is option A, 1960. The initial estimate of second 5-year plan was option A, 25 billion, option B, 20 billion, option C, 23 billion, option D, 19 billion. Correct answer is option C, 19 billion. In second 5-year plan, target of GDP was increased to option A, 42%, option B, 40%, option C, 45%, option D, 47%. Correct answer is option A, 42%. Which decade is considered to be the most successful in the history of economic development of Pakistan? Option A, first decade, 1947 to 1958. Option B, second decade, 1958 to 1968. Option C, third decade, 1968 to 1978. Option D, fourth decade, 1978 to 1988. Correct answer is option B, second decade, 1958 to 1968. The Indus Water Treaty between Pakistan and India was signed in option A, 1956, option B, 1957, option C, 1958, option D, 1960. Correct answer is option D, 1960. Punjab Agriculture College and Research Institute was established in option A, Lahore, option B, Karachi, option C, Layalpur, option D, Multan. Correct answer is option C, Layalpur. Punjab Agriculture College and Research Institute was established in the year option A 1910, option B 1906, option C 1909, option D 1912. Correct answer is option B 1906. Punjab Agriculture College and Research Institute was upgraded as University of Agriculture Faisalabad in option A 1950, option B 1960, option C 1961, option D 1962. Correct answer is option C 1961. The period of third five-year plan was option A 1955 to 1960, option B 1960 to 1965, option C 1950 to 1955, option D 1965 to 1970. Correct answer is option D 1965 to 1970. GDP in second decade was increased by option A 6.2%, option B 6.8%, option C 6.5%, option D 6.4%. Correct answer is option B 6.8%. How much kilometers of roads were completed during second decade of economic growth? Option A 74,000 kilometers, option B 64,000 kilometers, option C 70,000 kilometers, option D 60,000 kilometers. Correct answer is option A 74,000 kilometers. Third decade of economic growth of Pakistan is from option A 1958 to 1968, option B 1968 to 1978, option C 1978 to 1988, option D 1988 to 1998. Correct answer is option B 1968 to 1978. The fourth five-year plan was between option A 1960 to 1965, option B 1965 to 1970, option C 1970 to 1975, option D 1975 to 1980. Correct answer is option C 1970 to 1975. The fourth five-year plan was incomplete due to option A flood, option B earthquake, option C political instability, option D war of 1971. Correct answer is option D, War of 1971. Which two dams were completed during the third economic decade? Option A, Mangla and Tarbela. Option B, Rawal and Kalabagh. Option C, Khanpur and Diamir. Option D, Mirani and Nelam Jehlam. Correct answer is option A, Mangla and Tarbela. GDP during the third economic decade grew at option A 4.5%, option B 4.8%, option C 4.2%, option D 4.6%. Correct answer is option B 4.8%. The fifth five-year plan was from option A 1965 to 1970, option B 1970 to 1975, option C 1975 to 1980, option D 1978 to 1983. Correct answer is option D 1978 to 1983. The volume of the fifth five-year plan was option A 20 billion, option B 20.5 billion, option C 21.2 billion, option D 21.5 billion. Correct answer is option C 21.2 billion. Arrival of Afghan refugees in Pakistan started after option A, attack of Iraq on Kuwait, option B, attack on Twin Towers in New York, option C, attack on Army Public School, option D, invasion of Russia in Afghanistan. Correct answer is option D, invasion of Russia in Afghanistan. During the fifth five-year plan 1978 to 1983, the poor and needy people were helped from option A, Zakat Fund, option B, Benazir Income Support Program, option C, Behbood Fund, option D, none of above. Correct answer is option A, Zakat Fund. During the fourth decade of economic growth, GDP increased at rate of option A 7.2% per annum, option B 7.8% per annum, option C 7.6% per annum, option D 7.3% per annum. Correct answer is option B 7.8% per annum. The sixth five-year plan was launched between option A 1965 to 1970, option B 1970 to 1975, option C 1983 to 1988, option D 1978 to 1983. Correct answer is option C 1983 to 1988. During the sixth five-year plan, economic activities were affected by option A, international politics, option B, economic instability in the country, option C, Afghan refugees, option D, political instability in the country. Correct answer is option D, political instability in the country. In the sixth five-year plan, the literacy rate increased to option A 25%, option B 33%, option C 37%, option D 30%. Correct answer is option B 33%. Fifth decade of economic growth is from option A 1988 to 1998, option B 1978 to 1988, option C 1968 to 1978, option D 1998 to 2008. Correct answer is option A 1988 to 1998. The seventh five-year plan was launched from option A 1978 to 1983, option B 1983 to 1988, option C 1988 to 1993, option D 1993 to 1998. Correct answer is option C 1988 to 1993. The priority of 7 five-year plan was option A external borrowing, option B higher education, option C development of IT sector, option D self-reliance. Correct answer is option D self-reliance. The eighth five-year plan was launched from option A 1993 to 1998, option B 1978 to 1983, option C 1988 to 1993, option D 1983 to 1988. Correct answer is option A 1993 to 1998. Per capita income during 8th five-year plan moved up to option A $400, option B $438, option C $450, option D $468. Correct answer is option B $438. Poverty was increased during 8th five-year plan due to option A taxes were increased, option B joblessness was increased, option C government stopped subsidizing, option D floods. Correct answer is option C government stopped subsidizing. Foreign investments in 1998 were severely affected by option A load shedding, option B political situation, option C economic instability, option D atomic explosions by Pakistan. Correct answer is option D atomic explosions by Pakistan. During the sixth decade of economic growth, foreign investments rose to option A, $4 billion, option B, $6 billion, option C, $5 million, option D, $7 million. Correct answer is option B, $6 billion. During the sixth decade of economic growth, foreign exchange reserves exceeded to option A, $11 billion, option B, $13 billion, option C, $15 billion, option D, $17 billion. Correct answer is option D, $17 billion. Per capita income during the sixth decade of economic growth became almost option A, double, option B, half, option C, triple, option D, no change. Correct answer is option A, double. Exports of Pakistan during the sixth decade of economic growth were over option A, $15 billion, option B, $16 billion, option C, $17 billion, option D, $18 billion. Correct answer is option C, $17 billion. Benazir Income Support Scheme was initiated in the option A, seventh decade of economic growth, option B, sixth decade of economic growth, option C, fifth decade of economic growth, option D, fourth decade of economic growth. Correct answer is option A, seventh decade of economic growth. Who formed the government after the elections of 2013? Option A, Pakistan People's Party. Option B, Pakistan Muslim League N. Option C, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Option D, MQM. Correct answer is option B, Pakistan Muslim League N. GDP rate at the end of PML-N government was option A, 4.35%, option B, 3.35%, option C, 5.35%, option D, 6.35%. Correct answer is option C, 5.35%. During the period of PML-N, burden of internal and external debt on the country significantly, option A, decreased, option B, sustained, option C, paid, option D, increased. Correct answer is option D, increased. Who formed the government after the elections of 2018? Option A, Pakistan People's Party. Option B, Pakistan Muslim League N. Option C, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Option D, MQM. Correct answer is option C, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Ehsaas program and plantation of 10 billion trees mission were launched by option A, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, option B, Pakistan Muslim League N, option C, Pakistan People's Party, option D, MQM. Correct answer is option A, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Which age was referred for labor force? Option A, 18 years. Option B, 16 years. Option C, 17 years. Option D, 20 years. Correct answer is option B, 16 years. Pakistan currently has a workforce of about option A, 68.5 million. Option B, 70 million. Option C, 65.5 million. Option D, 61.71 million. Correct answer is option C, 65.5 million. What is the number of employed workforce currently in Pakistan? Option A, 68.5 million. Option B, 70 million. Option C, 65.5 million. Option D, 61.71 million. Correct answer is option D, 61.71 million. How many people are unemployed currently? Option A, 3.79 millions. Option B, 4.79 millions. Option C, 2.79 millions. Option D, 1.79 million. Correct answer is option A, 3.79 millions. Underground metallic and non-metallic materials are referred as option A, elements. Option B, minerals. Option C, precious stones. Option D, gases. Correct answer is option B, minerals. Iron ore production in Pakistan started in option A, 1955, option B, 1956, option C, 1957, option D, 1958. Correct answer is option C, 1957. Good quality iron ore is found in option A, Kalabagh, option B, Langrial, option C, Jalghazi, option D, Domal Nisar. Correct answer is option D, Domal Nisar. Deposits of gold and copper are known as the option A, fifth largest known deposits in the world. Option B, sixth largest known deposits in the world. Option C, third largest known deposits in the world. Option D, fourth largest known deposits in the world. Correct answer is option A, fifth largest known deposits in the world. Deposits of manganese are found in option A, Lasbela and Chagi district, option B, Kalabagh, option C, Malakand, option D, Sendak. Correct answer is option A, Lasbela and Chagi district. Bauxite is used to make option A, copper, option B, aluminium, option C, gold, option D, stainless steel. Correct answer is option B, aluminium. Chromite is used to make option A, copper, option B, aluminium, option C, gold, option D, stainless steel. Correct answer is option D, stainless steel. How many reserves of coal are in Pakistan? Option A, 150 billion ton. Option B, 160 billion tons. Option C, 185 billion ton. Option D, 175 billion ton. Correct answer is option C, 185 billion tons. Which mineral is commonly used as fuel? Option A, gypsum. Option B, salt. Option C, coal. Option D, sulfur. Correct answer is option C, coal. The largest coal reserves in Pakistan are in option A, Thar, option B, Kotli, option C, Dandot, option D, Hangu. Correct answer is option A, Thar. Gypsum is used in option A, industry, option B, agriculture, option C, industry and agriculture both, option D, none of above. Correct answer is option C, industry and agriculture both. Pakistan is self-sufficient in option A, fertilizers production, option B, iron ore production, option C, salt production, option D, natural gas. Correct answer is option C, salt production. Which mineral is used for the decoration of houses and monuments? Option A, sulfur. Option B, marble. Option C, china clay. Option D, limestone. Correct answer is option B, marble. Cement is mostly made from option A, sulfur. Option B, marble. Option C, china clay. Option D, limestone. Correct answer is option D, limestone. Reserves of sulfur in Pakistan are found in option A, Chagi, option B, Khewra, option C, Kalabag, option D, Malakand. Correct answer is option A, Chagi. How much of our rural population is directly or indirectly involved in agriculture sector? Option A, 50%, option B, 60%, option C, 65%, option D, 55%. Correct answer is option B, 60%. How much country's workforce is engaged in agriculture? Option A, 50%, option B, 40%, option C, 45%, option D, 55%. Correct answer is option C, 45%. Agriculture has a significant position in the GDP with a share of about option A 15%, option B 16%, option C 18%, option D 19%. Correct answer is option D 19%. Agriculture and its products contributes the country's export about option A 50%, option B 60%, option C 65%, option D 55%. Correct answer is option B 60%. Agricultural credit facility was improved with the promotion of option A one window operation, option B training of farmers, option C tunnel farming technology, option D irrigation with lined channels. Correct answer is option A one window operation. Dash is an important and natural source of water supply. Option A tube well, option B rain, option C carres, option D canals. Correct answer is option B rain. How many types of canals are there according to their performance? Option A 4, option B 2, option C 3, option D 5. Correct answer is option C 3. The canals that run throughout the year are called option A flood canals, option B perennial canals, option C non-perennial canals, option D all of above. Correct answer is option B perennial canals. 6 monthly canals are called option A flood canals, option B perennial canals, option C non-perennial canals, option D all of above. Correct answer is option C non-perennial canals. Mangla Dam is constructed on option A River Ravi, option B River Chenab, option C River Indus, option D River Jhelum. Correct answer is option D River Jhelum. Tarbela Dam is constructed on option A River Ravi, option B River Chenab, option C River Indus, option D River Jhelum. Correct answer is option C River Indus. How much water can be stored in Chashma Barrage? Option A 4 lakh acre feet, option B 5 lakh acre feet, option C 6 lakh acre feet, option D 3 lakh acre feet. Correct answer is option B 5 lakh acre feet. The first barrage of Punjab province is option A Jinnah Barrage, option B Tonsa Barrage, option C Guddu Barrage, option D Kotri Barrage. Correct answer is option A Jinnah Barrage. The last barrage of Punjab province is Option A, Jinnah Barrage. Option B, Tonsa Barrage. Option C, Guddu Barrage. Option D, Kotri Barrage. Correct answer is option B, Tonsa Barrage. First barrage of Sindh province is option A, Sakhar Barrage. Option B, Guddu Barrage. Option C, Chashma Barrage. Option D, Kotri Barrage. Correct answer is option B, Guddu Barrage. Last barrage of Sindh province is option A, Sakhar Barrage. Option B, Guddu Barrage. Option C, Chashma Barrage. Option D, Kotri Barrage. Correct answer is option D, Kotri Barrage. The biggest barrage of Sindh province is option A, Sakhar Barrage. Option B, Guddu Barrage. Option C, Chashma Barrage. Option D, Kotri Barrage. Correct answer is option A, Sakhar Barrage. What is the name of the first barrage to be built on River Chenab? Option A, Khanki Barrage. Option B, Marala Barrage. Option C, Kadrabad Barrage. Option D, Rasool Barrage. Correct answer is option B, Marala Barrage. Water has been supplied to Gujarat and Mahdi Bahauddin districts by taking out Upper Jhelum Canal from option A, Tarbela Dam. Option B, Neelam Jhelum Dam. Option C, Mangla Dam. Option D, Rawal Dam. Correct answer is option C, Mangla Dam. Lower Chenab Canal has taken out to irrigate central areas of Punjab from option A, Khanki Barrage. Option B, Marala Barrage. Option C, Kadrabad Barrage. Option D, Rasool Barrage. Correct answer is option A, Khanki Barrage. The Chenab River and Jhelum River joins at the point of the option A, Kasur. Option B, Panjnad. Option C, Pakpatan. Option D, Tremu. Correct answer is option D, Tremu. Five rivers, namely Sutlej, Bias, Ravi, Chenab, and Jhelum, merge at option A, Kasur. Option B, Panjnad. Option C, Pakpatan. Option D, Tremu. Correct answer is option B, Panjnad. Varsak Dam is built on the option A, River Kabul. Option B, River Jhelum. Option C, River Ravi. Option D, River Chenab. Correct answer is option A, River Kabul. Khanpur Dam is located on the option A, River Kabul. Option B, River Haro. Option C, River Ravi. Option B, River Chenab. Correct answer is option B, River Haro. What is the distance of Khanpur Dam from Islamabad? Option A 50 kilometers, option B 45 kilometers, option C 40 kilometers, option D 55 kilometers. Correct answer is option C 40 kilometers. Hab Dam is located on the border of option A Sindh and Punjab, option B Sindh and Balochistan, option C Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, option D Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Correct answer is option B Sindh and Balochistan. Mirani Dam is located in Balochistan, 43 kilometers west of option A Islamabad, option B Karachi, option C Quetta, option D Turbat. Correct answer is option D Turbat. Thank you.